KIALOA paddles, stand-up paddle biomechanics video number 7. In this video, Dave, we're going to talk a little bit about more about some stretching. We're going to look at some hamstring stretch and some calf stretches. Again, as we've kind of talked about in the earlier foundation and lower extremity videos, the importance of being able to get into kind of our athletic stance posture really is dependent on some of these muscle groups being long enough and flexible enough to allow us to get into those postures and maintain those postures. If they're too tight, we're going to pull ourselves out of those postures, and then we set ourselves up for potential injury, and we also set ourselves up for less efficiency and therefore less power on our paddling stroke. So the first one, what we're going to do is we're going to do a hamstring stretch for you, Dave. And I know this is not your favorite stretch, but we're going to go after. So we're going to have leg forward there, and from that position, what I'm going to have you do, everyone really wants to bend down and touch their toes, but that's not what I want you to do. I'm going to have you kind of reaching forward as if you're trying to touch the lights on the ceiling out in front of you, and we're going to hold that stretch for a good 10 seconds. So we're about 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then Dave, I'm going to have you reach as if you're trying to touch my hand over here and hold that stretch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. And now we're going to have you reach on over here, which should probably be your most aggressive of the 3 stretches. And we're going to have you hold that. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. And go ahead and come on out of that stretch and go ahead and bring that leg down. Now, really, that's all we'd have to do on that leg. Obviously, if we were wanting to be complete on this, we'd obviously stretch the other hamstring and take that through a stretching motion. You could hold those stretches a little longer, but I would probably say, rather than hold them longer, if you're feeling like you need more stretch, let's do a second or a third repetition of those stretches. So that's a hamstring stretch, pretty straightforward, a little bit different than most people would normally do that hamstring stretch. And then the second stretch really is a calf stretch. So what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you kind of lean up against this post here for me, if you could, Dave. Try not to fall through the wall right there. And I'm going to have you kind of put both feet back a little bit, put both hands on the wall there. So we're just kind of leaning forward, we're tipping into that. We want to make sure you're pushing that butt forward for me. And what I want you to do is just step that right leg forward. Good. So you've got that leg, and we're looking at something that looks like a typical runner stretch or typical calf stretch right here. Now we're going to add the twist to this. What I want you to do, keeping this left leg, heel on the ground, leg in that nice position, I want you to take that right leg and I want you to step it across your body and bear weight onto that foot. And we're going to hold that 2, 3 seconds, and then we're going to come back over, and you're going to step out towards me over here, Dave. And so you're going to take that right foot and step it out like you're trying to step on my foot over here. And hold 2, 3, and then you're going to step back across your body again. And we're going to take that and we're going to hold it the whole time, looking great, keeping that kind of butt kind of pushed forward. The tendency is to kind of want to bring that butt backwards, and not such a good tendency for us to do. Go ahead and step that foot back towards me. And again, we're going to probably want to do this stretch about 7 or 8, maybe 10 times, moving it through this motion. And then what I'm going to have you do is go ahead and step back so your right foot steps back towards your left foot. And now what I want you to do is just squat both knees down just a little bit. So you're going to bend both knees, try to keep that heel on the ground. And now we're going to go through that same motion. So we're going to have you step that right foot forward, but you're going to keep that left leg kind of bent there, and I'm going to have you step back across your body again. So you're going to step across and hold that, 2, 3, and then step back towards me here, Dave, and hold 2, 3, and then step back across your body again, hold 2, 3, and then back towards me. 2, keep that knee bent and back. There you go. Perfect. Good. And then go ahead and just step on out of that stretch. So again, we probably want to do that stretch 7 to 10 repetitions in both the straight leg version and the bent knee version. We'd want to do it on both the right leg and the left leg. And that kind of gains us some not just calf flexibility, but some ankle foot flexibility, which of course we oftentimes need, especially when we're not paddling on flat water. We've got a little bit of board motion. We want those ankles to be able to stay in that kind of bent position that we talked about in the athletic stance, but able to accommodate to the motion on board.